After many weeks, actually not many weeks, how many, like 2 weeks maybe?
Three. Let's say three.
But less than a month, the engine for my Corvette Z06, the first engine. Well, technically second engine for the car. No, this is the first engine, but modified. But we have another one coming for next season. But this is actually already very much went out of hand, like most of my projects, right, Jules? Kinda.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So you've seen already previous assembly of all the sleeving, of all the pistons with total seal piston rings and a lot of other extras, and of course also all the K-Tech engineering bits that we've shown to you previously. But now we're picking up the engine or the motor because it is now finally ready. The heads, you also seen the fantastic work by NG Motorsport with, look at that. Look at this beautiful engraving over here. But now the total package is finished. Quick reminder, this is basically still an LS7 with still the same displacement, still 7 liter, didn't add more displacement, didn't take anything out of it, didn't de-stroke, although the idea was there maybe for the future engine. But we also need reliability. We're not, although this is featured on YouTube, we're not doing simply for crazy numbers. The numbers will be more important when it comes to lap times and also reliability, of course. Everything is changed, different pistons, different crank, different rods, different everything, sleeved. Heads ported, stock LS7 heads, but completely ported and changed. And the cam is K-Tech all-day cam. Supposed to be very good drivability, torque over the whole range, exactly what you want on the Nordschleife. MSD intake, relocation kit, K-Tech, the valve covers with a nice Van Kronenburg engraving in as well. 103mm throttle body from K-Tech, of course ATI super damper pulley, very important. We have turn 1 power steering pump that is also very necessary since we are already running 315s on the front. And we'll be probably upgrading to 335 or 345 for next season. But next season we're gonna have a different engine with the same power steering pump. Also still very important. Macman alternator. We have also Edelbrock bigger water pump. Couple of things. If you're paying lots of attention, you might be saying like, hold on a second, it's missing a bolt, or the bolt is not correct. Well, this is correct because I sent the bracket, but not the bolts. Luckily, the guys just managed to find. We had some stuff laying around, but we still need to finish this with the proper assembly. Finally, we have here 3D printed Celeritech exhaust manifold prototype, something that we are sort of developing together. We need to check the fitment later on the car, but this engine will already feature the first gen Celeritech exhaust full system. Oh, it's gonna sound so good. I hope we won't have to fight too much with the decibel meters on the Nürburgring, but we will see. Monster clutch, thanks to TIC Performance, with also flywheel assembly, should be lighter than stock. It looks definitely better than what was there in the first place, I think. In case you missed the first episode on the engine, check it out. It was just like rusty and horrible. Everything is brand new, like the only stock assembly is the fuel lines. We kept them stock. We have Ditchworks injectors underneath.
All ARP fastening hardware.
Oh yeah, all the fastening hardware. Everything is, all the sensors are also new. So basically all the important bits are new. The only thing, like I said, the fuel rail we kept stock because that's good. It doesn't need more. We're not running 5 billion horsepower supercharger or turbocharger.
Basically we just kept the block,
yeah,
the head and the fuel rails.
True.
That's it.
Actually, yeah, so it's fully stock with just a few mods. That's how we want to call it. How do I turn it on?
Put some fuel in there and just put some power to it, it'll run.
Any recommendation? Because that's actually like a very nice point. I mean, you told me you don't need to do actual like break in, like a few minutes
for
or
like these. It's like, of course you should change the oil after a few hundred kilometers, especially on an engine that's going to be abused like this one.
Yeah.
But
it's not, I need to keep it under 4,000 RPM, 4,000 kilometers.
Normally they say for the camshaft, they would say first start you would have to keep it up in the RPMs for just a little bit. We would have to look into what K-Tech advices for the run-in of the camshaft. As soon as it's all warmed up and everything's good, you can just push full throttle. Should be no problem.
Yeah.
We believe in a hard braking. If it doesn't break now, it's not gonna break later.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. So now we're gonna pick up the engine, put it back in the car, connect it to the gearbox because that's been also actually already installed, and a couple of other things, and hopefully in 1 or 2 weeks the car will be assembled and ready to go on the dyno. We have a couple of spare parts. Most importantly, we have the valve covers, 2 of them that were made by NG Motorsports. One I'm gonna keep to myself as a memory and put it somewhere on the thing, and one we're gonna do a giveaway with. So I guess the horsepower that this baby is gonna make. But then the question is, are we doing crank or wheel horsepower? Let's do the wheel because it will be dynoed on the car dyno, so therefore we're gonna have the wheel horsepower. So how many wheel horsepowers is this gonna make? I gonna say 570, probably. What do you think?
At least 3.
3?
Yeah, at least.
Okay, nice.
No, I think somewhere 560 or something.
Yeah, yeah. On the wheels. Let's see. Should be good. I guess let's load up this baby. Or is there something we can see else?
We've got something special.
Yeah, I really would have. Whoa, wow. Hello. So, Lamborghini. But what's
Aventador V12.
So what's the story with that? Are you doing...
This is from a Japanese customer of ours. He came over to us first to meet us. He flew all the way from Japan just to meet us to see if he wanted to send the engine over here. And we still had one engine that was incomplete, and his engine was broken on the pieces that we still had. So we made 1 + 1 = 1 in this case.
Yeah.
So we made one good engine out of the 2 we had, and we wanted to verify and make sure that everything's assembled correctly and everything's functioning before we send the engine over to Japan, of course. So one of our ideas was to start running it on the new KMS MA9. And that's also actually was a nice exercise for us because we used this engine to develop the master and slave function in this ECU. And that's one of the very few in the market that has this function.
Nice. So one day when I go to like a V12 or something, you got my back.
Of course.
Nice.
Want to hear it run?
Oh, I'm not gonna say no to that. You know, it's actually very modest compared to the K24, where you could feel the internals, your organs vibrate. This is actually like, okay.
Yeah, but V12s are smooth engines, huh?
True.
So if you rev it up, it's just...
One more thing that I forgot to show you, since I again didn't bring the mounting hardware, we don't have the starter motor on the engine, but we have it here. But more importantly, it has a full custom-made heat blanket by Funk Motorsport. So for the starter motor, and I think we made one for, could be the alternator.
Ik heb hem met ver omlaag. Ja, doe maar. Kan hij nog een stukje omlaag of niet?
Centimeter of 3, ja. Ja. Gaat precies. I swapped my lucid air with a V8. Oh.
Yeah! Now it's rear-engined. Fast forward to a Vulcan Alpha. Engine made it back home safely. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there. Shout out to Thai Trade Center for letting us borrow their forklift. That we borrowed already second time within a week because previously we had to assemble this. Actually, fun fact. The unloading from the truck of the twin bush 3-post parking lift was done by a forklift from Mantai Racing. Then later the following day, the twin bush assembly team needed it again. So there we used the Capricorn forklift, and then later they needed it again, and then we used it, well, from Thai Trade Center. So we are a very happy neighborhood, and thank you to all our neighbors for making our life easy. I guess one of the next purchases for the company is going to be a proper forklift. While the guys are unloading this, quick mail time. Look at this SADF transmission. This is actually sequential gearbox for the Civic, and the thing is we will start working on it after the Corvette is done, but I do want to drive first with a manual transmission and also manual steering rack. So I have a silly goal in mind to do sub 7 BTG with that car, with no ABS, no power steering, and manual transmission, so full analog. The Corvette, in the meanwhile, has received the transmission, the gearbox is in, also the LGR cooling has been installed, connected. So this one is for the gearbox, and then the other side is for the differential, I think. I might be wrong, but it doesn't really matter. One cooler is for each.
Is it new exhaust?
Yes, it is. Happy? Oh yeah, in other news, we have also received AST roll cage for Jimmer for his Ferrari. So I guess 2 projects can be unloaded from the parking lift. Aside from sequential gearbox, I think Lapo is very happy with the other package. Look at that.
Best old server, this one.
Yeah, X6. Yeah, that's for you. I got this for you. The apple cinnamon. No, it's apple banana. That's a new. No, oh, banana cinnamon. That I'm keeping. I want to try that. But I got you. Oh no, actually I got 2. Yeah, okay, you can have the other.
Here?
Yeah, that's the apple cinnamon. That you can have both of them.
Best, actually.
Yes.
Best old server.
And this Maggie loves. So the engine is back in the house, and there is one thing I forgot to show to you. As I was leaving KMS or Van Kronenburg Engines, Jules, the guy that you've seen over the last couple of videos who was responsible for my engine build, gave me this. It's actually something that his wife made because they became parents also 8 months ago. And well, it's an ABC for Dutch petrol heads. That's super, super cool. I'll include the link in the video description where you can get one yourself. But I guess now I have finally the first Dutch book for Marco. And then, completely other in-between updates. E92 M3. I have been really falling in love with these cars recently after being not so much fond of them, but really liked it. And my friend Dimitri from Atomic actually bought one from Japan. And since he already had probably 20 of those, he's saying like, well, you know what, for a good price, I'm willing to let it go. Or maybe we can build one. Now, my honest opinion, I really want to build one, but I already have way too many cars that I really need to finish, like even at least 1 or 2. And I have like 4 or 5 under construction. Plus I secretly bought another one. So definitely not for me. But if you are looking for an E92 M3, this one's available. I think around 40,000 euros net, and in addition we potentially have also probably a spot left over winter that you guys can build a project car and a proper ring tool, because I think we might have like 1 spot left. We have a couple of projects going on, but 1 or 2 cars we can squeeze in. Look at this. What do we have? Can we see the mileage? Looks very fresh. 91,000 kilometers. That's nothing, basically pretty much brand new. And of course, comes with Racetretto cup holder and cup. Looking good, very nice and clean car. So yeah, if you're in the market for an E92 M3, shoot me an email or a DM, you know the price, and it would be even cooler to build one because we're actually about to release our E92 M3 aero kit. That's why Chris Lix's car is also standing here, supercharger underneath. Technically we are already building one, but with different purposes and different power. But this is a very nice base for a good project car. Let's see what else is here. Alright, back to the Corvette and the last couple of updates. By the way, my intention is, like, you know what, let's post this actually today. We filmed this today on 4th of August. I'm gonna edit and post this video for you to enjoy what we've been doing today. So basically live upgrades. Currently checking the wiring. On Thursday, Christoph from ECU Plus is gonna come by and fix all of this. So maybe we're gonna do redo some of the wirings for the gearbox as well while we're at it. Reminder, for next season we're going to do complete custom wiring, loom and everything, so we're not going to go too crazy now, just like with the engine. This is not too crazy. Wait till you see the next one. We have also the Celery Tech exhaust, so look at this beauty. I cannot wait to hear it scream. All the connectors, everything. We have the cats. I need to order lambda sensors, new, so for front and back, basically, because they degrade over time, and I want to make sure that the engine is running properly. We also have AEM, lambda, the wideband lambda gauge for the mapping for later. Cool bit, update on the NSX. It's currently getting wrapped, so it's going to be matte black with a nice livery on it, and the goal is to test it in about 2 weeks time. We need to map it as well. Now finally, show us your big radiator.
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge. You can run 5,000 horsepower now. Look at that. Dude. Nice.
I'm not planning on stopping ever.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of it for today. Tomorrow might give you another update because we're finally getting the doors for a 156. And a couple of other bits. Let's see how far we're going to get with the engine, but the goal is to map it end of the month and then to run it. Destination Nürburgring track day in September. The wing has been ordered, by the way, as well. And Lapo is being Lapo, he hasn't shown me the design. He refuses to show the design. He's shown it to everyone of the team, every supplier of ours, everyone, like even my wife. My wife says it's freaking pretty, but they wouldn't show it to me. So yeah, I guess we'll have to stay tuned until the end of the month when the wing arrives here. And the DRS wing actually has been ordered for the Blind Rhino car as well, so maybe we can run both Corvettes and see the difference, how they perform. One more final thing, steering rack has been already replaced. This is the turn 1 steering rack, so you can see it has AN fittings, 30% shorter, no magnet steer, so the same what's on that car, what I absolutely loved. I guess I'll go edit the video, drive some TF for today, and then read through the comments that you're posting, so keep the conversation going. See you tomorrow's video. I don't know what I'm gonna post. We have plenty of content. See ya. Bye bye.